For another half, every time you
what up?
He get mad. Then I turn my flip phone to a stash. 6 figures legal money, that ain't bad. 3 times felon, now I'm running business. Every plug I ever met, I made them cash. Before I rolled a tour bus, made a full trunk. 30 bands on me, made me sad. I could turn the front door to a drugstore, make any kitchen to a lab. Man, I hate these chat stories and I
what up?
Talking about the coke sales they never had. Pull up on the nigga, you gon' know the pad. Only house with a Bentley on the grass.
All right, that's enough of that, man. Just letting y'all know the vibes for this morning. Letting y'all know the vibes, the Viznibes. I appreciate that. Appreciate that cash app, Porsche. Appreciate that. All right, man. It's up, man. Let's go ahead and get to it. Shout out to the moderators. Shout out to the Dime Game Division. Shout out to the supporters. Follow me on Instagram at Dime Game Division. At Dime Game Division. Follow me on Instagram, man. Good morning to the people. Let me see. Content. I'll be doing some content this week for my Patreon members, pre-recorded content. So y'all be on the lookout. I gotta edit some videos and I'll have them uploaded within the next few days. And yeah, I've been kind of busy, but we getting back to the content too. That's my roots. That's my foundation is my content. So, we back at it. I'm still working on getting my channel back. I haven't given up. You can only file a certain amount of appeals within a time period. So you got to wait 2 weeks or 10 days or something like that. So I filed 3 appeals for my channel. I'm about to file another one. And I'm bringing on an expert, somebody that claim they know what they're doing. So hopefully we can get some traction on it. I have not given up on my old channel. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it fucked up. I'm getting that channel back. I'm going to die trying. Y'all remember 50 Cent said, get rich or die trying? That's how I feel. Get my channel back or die trying. But if not, we still got to move forward as if, the show got to go on. It just is what it is. Self-Improvement Summit. What's going on, Austin? What's going on, Zach? Self-Improvement Summit, November 6th, man. We got about 9 days. It's the countdown, Jones. It's the countdown. This is when shit get hectic for me and stressful for me because I just like things to go right. So, you know what I mean? I be losing sleep over. You see these bags under my eyes? These bags come around summit season. When I get these bags under my eyes, that means I be up all night meditating. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that cash app, Tyrell. Appreciate you, Jones. But yeah, it's up. We got about 9 days to the summit. You know what I mean? And yo, man, this gonna be the best summit yet. It's gonna be the last summit for a while too, man. Like I told y'all, on the 11th of November, I get surgery on my rotator cuff, so I'm gonna be down for a while. I'll still be doing content from time to time once I feel a little bit better. I'll just have my arm in a sling. I might keep my camera off, but we'll see how bad it is. But it's going to take me a few months to recover. Whatever it is, what it is. This will be like my 7th surgery. I'm used to surgery by now. It don't even really bother me no more. But I got to get surgery on my rotator cuff, and I'll be back bigger, stronger, faster than ever. I got to get it done. I have to get it done. So this is going to be the last summit for a while until I'm able to move around. And then as soon as I'm back up and running, we going to a new city. You know what I mean? We're going to a new city. So I'll make the announcements when the time is right. But at the end of the day, Self-Improvement Summit, we ain't slowing down. We ain't stopping. You know what I mean? Even if I got to be at the summit with my arm in a sling, whatever, we going to get it done. So, but this would be the last. This would be the last summit for a little while till I heal up properly, and then we'll be back we'll be back on schedule with everything. So, if you on the fence, if you never came to a summit before, if you've been thinking about it, this gonna be the one. Because trust me, I'm gonna be in rare form. Let me tell you something. I got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? I already feel it in my spirit. Like, I usually come to the summit with my stuff in order, and I know what I'm gonna say. I know the amount of time that I need to speak. But I got a lot to say this time, man. I got a lot to say. So it's up. I'm gonna be in rare form. I'm gonna be in rare form. Rare form. Like rare form. Like Michael Jordan in Utah, game 6, rare form, nigga. You know, real talk. Michael Jordan. Think about Michael Jordan last game. He stole the ball from Karl Malone, came down, crossed up Byron Russell. Motherfucker hit the jump shot at the free throw line and then held the pose. That's how I feel about the summit. I got a lot of shit to say. Man. No cap. I got a lot to say, man. And it's just up. So, I can't wait, man. It's gonna be lit. So holla at me, man. If you want to come to the summit, you know what I mean? Holla at me, man. It's just gonna be the best one yet. I got a lot to say. And then the after party, we really, like I say, this gonna be my last weekend before my surgery. So we bugging out that night. You know what I mean? I'm a party like it's 1999, and then go right into the surgery, and then I'll be back bigger, stronger, faster than ever. So God is good. If I can pray that, I can lay that. We ain't tripping. Moving on. It's not the high value men that a lot of dudes need to worry about. Y'all hit that like button for me, y'all. Like Snapple Top Facts. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you real slab talk this morning, y'all. At the end of the day, man, it's like this, man. A lot of high value men, they lose their woman to, I guess, regular guys. And I don't want to disrespect anybody by calling them regular. That's mad disrespectful. But if we're going to, talk about high value, low value, whatever, I guess a regular guy would just be a 9-to-5 dude, maybe make 60 grand a year, 50 grand a year. You know what I mean? But I guess the high value man would call him average. A lot of high value dudes lose their women to average dudes, man, because it comes down to this. And this is right off the slab. This ain't even my opinion. This is just my observations on what I've seen. At the end of the day, for a lot of dudes, man, let me tell you something. The money play wears off. The money play wears off, man. Like anything. Just like a woman's beauty wears off, right? Like, y'all don't think Jay-Z is tired of having sex with Beyonce from time to time? I mean, to us, it's Beyonce. Like, damn, she fine, whatever. But he been with that woman for a long time. I mean, he know every inch of her body, dog. It's just like, next. You know what I mean? So what keeps people together once they get to that point of being tired of each other? At that point, you got to have some love there. You know what I'm saying? It has to be like, I damn near cringe when people speak down on love. I'm like, dog, it would be no point for me to be with a woman if I ain't love her. Like, I just can't. I'd rather be by myself. You know what I mean? But that's just my personal opinion on it. At the end of the day, I mean, love, it's the love you have for a person that keeps you coming around, right? So back to the money play. Let me tell you something, man. People get acclimated to anything. So a woman can be the high value dude. Let's say a nigga, he worth a couple M's, right? He worth a couple $1 million. I'm talking about liquid in the bank. I mean, big house, big cars, 3-car garage shit, whatever. Properties all over the city. At the end of the day, man, let's say after about 3 years of living like that, you get conditioned and acclimated to it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, dog, it's like, okay, what else is there for y'all to do? There's only so many handbags a woman can carry around. She can only carry one at a time. You know what I'm saying? There's only so many cars a woman can drive. She can only drive one at a time. She can only sleep in one bed in the house at a time. Matter of fact, regardless of how big the house is, the bed gonna be the same size, man. So what I'm saying is this. If that woman still is unfulfilled with the relationship part, then, some women do come to their senses, man. Like, you know what? I'll go down a couple notches to have a smile on my face, especially a woman that been treated like shit. You know what I'm saying? And here's what I find. I do a lot of consultations, man, and just my concrete work is just impeccable too. So, just seeing what I see, a lot of dudes use the money to try to control the woman. You know what I'm saying? Not even realizing the fact that, look, man, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, money only gonna take you so far if you're not dealing with the woman properly, man. If she's not orgasming on a regular basis, if she don't even want to have sex with you no more, if y'all don't even catch a vibe with one another, if y'all can't have good date nights, if y'all can't, um, just hell, you ain't even got to say nothing to each other. If y'all just can't sit in the room quiet and just catch a vibe of peace, then at the end of the day, you still got to worry about that woman and shit, because she might come across a regular dude, and I don't want to call these niggas regular, but she might come across a regular dude, man, and just be smitten by that man because he makes her feel good. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, that's just what I've come up with women, man. It's just how they feel, man. Do they feel good around you, or do they feel bad around you? You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes be having sex with women thinking they running the dime game, but all they doing is hurting the woman. They're just being rough. The thing about running a proper dime game, if you're talking in a sexual manner, is before you get to the actual sex, before you get to the dime game, my nigga, you got to make the girl feel sexy. You got to make the girl feel good. You got to make the girl feel good about herself. You got to make her feel safe. All these things got to be in place. Then you can run the proper dime game on a woman. A lot of dudes like to jump right into the dime game and end up hurting the damn girl, or, scarring her brain where she don't even want to experiment with you no more because she don't feel good no more, man. You know what I mean? You got to be very careful with that. She don't feel good with you no more. And then it get to a point she just start dreading sex with you. Yo, man, this is my personal opinion. I got no evidence on it. This is just C Boogie's opinion. So don't take it as law. It's just my opinion. I think that a lot of divorces get real nasty because it's my personal opinion, y'all. Just fall back. Don't even jump on my neck this morning. Y'all hit that like button. I think a lot of divorces get real nasty, particularly when it comes to women, because at the end of the day, man, when a woman has to fuck a man for years, let's say 10, 12 years, or hell, even 7, 8 years, she has to sleep with a man that she don't feel good around, man, that brings a lot of disdain and contempt and even hatred out of women. That she got to perform sexual duties with a man that she don't feel good with no more. Maybe she felt good in the beginning. Facts. Maybe she felt good, hell, even in the middle, but towards the end, she didn't feel good no more. For whatever reason. I don't know the reasons, man. It could be him, it could be her. I don't know. Best believe if you've been with somebody for a decade, y'all been through some shit together. There's levels to it, but y'all been through some things. But at the end of the day, a lot of women, man, they'll bounce, man, for the guy that can put a smile on their face. Not to say that they're gonna fuck with a nigga that's poor or homeless. I'm not saying that, but just a regular guy, work his 40, 50 hours a week, got a house, got a car, maybe apartment, whatever the case is, he might got a couple side hustles, but that man keep a smile on her face. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when she get around that man, she feel good. Like, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, it comes down to that. You did. I've met plenty of women like that, man. I've met plenty of women like that. Truth be told, man, I've talked women out of leaving their husbands, man. Like, man, you should really think about this, man. You driving Benz, you driving Beamer. You know what I mean, German engineering. I mean, you got this big 5-bedroom house. You got a whole room to yourself. Your bathroom bigger than my fucking apartment. Why would you leave this situation? But at the end of the day, the girl is miserable, man. The girl is miserable. Man, I've met plenty of women like that. Like one in particular, but yeah, like I say, man, the girl is fucking miserable, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. Miserable, completely miserable, man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't stay in their lane. You gotta stay in your lane, man. Meaning, yo, man, you gotta deal with people that you can really relate to. And that's another thing that I think that relationships, marriages, you got to see yourself in your partner, man. You got to see yourself in that person. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a feeling like you at home. You know what I mean? This is my personal opinion. You want to be with somebody that you can be comfortable with and take your mask off. Like I told you, man, with a woman, if she can't take her mask off and be herself around her husband or boyfriend, she gonna get that mask off with another nigga. Like it got to come off, man. That's one thing I really, really peeped and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I really peeped, man. A woman gotta feel comfortable, man. You know what I mean? She gotta be comfortable around the man and shit. So at the end of the day, man, like, look, it's some observations I've seen. So the guy that can really make a woman feel comfortable, make her feel pretty, make her feel sexy, make her feel adored, it's about how she feel. It's not a lot of logic in that shit, man. It's not. It's just not, man. You know what I mean? I don't even listen to what women say. I don't even listen to what they say. Because I've seen too much, man. I just seen too much with women. So whatever women say out their mouth is one thing. Watch their actions, man. Like even when women be getting online, like, yeah, I'll deal with a short man. And there's levels to being shorter, but I'll deal with a shorter man. But they don't really mean it, man. Look at their last 3 boyfriends. All them niggas was over 6'1". And it just so happened that, it just so happened that, all of them last 3 boyfriends was over 6 foot tall. Like, yeah, nah, that's not a coincidence, man. That's not a coincidence, man. Now, if our last 3 boyfriends was between 5'6" and 5'8", it'd be some merit to that. A lot of women say one thing, but they do something totally different, man. That's why I don't even fucking listen to them. I'd be like, whatever. I'd be zoning out. Once a woman start getting into that other shit, I just zone out. Like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. I had this therapist, right? Let me tell you a story. I had this therapist. This was years ago. I was a young nigga. And she was really, really cool. Hold on. Let me deal with this shit in my chat room. Basically, we should submit to. What the fuck are you talking about, dog? What about anything I said that said anything about submitting to women? You know what? Just stay in the chat. I'm not even going to deal with that. I'm not even going to deal with that. I'm going to get back to my story in a minute. Look, man, let me tell you niggas about yourself, bro. Let me tell you chat room dudes about yourself sometimes, man. And people in YouTube world. Like, y'all know what I noticed, man. And here's the biggest thing that I see. A lot of dudes feel very inadequate about their manhood. You know? A lot of dudes feel very inadequate about their manhood. So every chance they get, they feel very offended by anything in the realm of a woman having to feel safe, feel good around a man. Like, yes, dog, you got to do certain things to make a woman feel good. Ain't no tricks, ain't no parlor tricks to that, man. If you don't know how to talk to a woman, if you don't know how to calm a woman down, if you don't know how to set a good vibe for a woman where she can feel safe and feel good around you, you know what I'm saying? If you want some Terminator shit, my nigga, your bitch is gonna leave you, dog. That's just the reality. She gonna come across a nigga that just do it naturally. He just know how to curate a vibe that she likes. She might even stay with you. She gonna be fucking that nigga. That's what I noticed, man. You know what I'm saying? Women want to feel good around a man. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to feel so. You know what I mean? They don't want to feel halfway good. They want to feel good. They want to feel sexy and beautiful around a man. So a lot of women, like I say, some of them, they'll be with a nigga with some bread. And that's fine. You know what I mean? I always say, get the bag. I mean, go get the bag. But a lot of women going to do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? For real. Talking about, well, what's the payout with dealing with women? I can't speak on your payout. I can't speak on what your payout would be, my brother. I can speak on my payout. I can speak on my payout. I've had women that gave me that tried to give me the world. And that's a fact. I've had women that tried to give me the world, man. I've had women that offered me deals I couldn't refuse. I'm just being honest, man. I've had women that offered me threesomes. I've had women that said, look, you know, we can be together and you can do you. And I, man, all type of shit. I've had women that, I mean, we're not even going to get into the gifts. I mean, look, man, look. I've had women that did anything and everything sexually with me that my mind could imagine. Because ultimately, the way that they felt about me, the way that they felt around me, it pleased them to please me. Once you get to that point, that's the payout. But I can't speak on your payout because I don't know you. I can only speak on my experiences. When a woman feels good, sexy, beautiful, safe, secure, validated around a man, she'll get to the point where it pleases her to please you. Y'all don't even fucking hear me though. And I gotta stop what I'm doing to address this kindergarten bullshit. Every goddamn morning, man. Ain't we past this level that I gotta go to the gutter to explain this shit? Now I don't mind. I don't mind explaining certain things. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to explain things. But I like to talk to sensible men. I don't want to talk to you unreinforced manhood ass niggas. Because y'all still got something to prove with women. Y'all hit that like button, man. So I'm gonna say that one more time and we're gonna move on. Niggas say, what's the payout? What's the payout? What's the payout? I'm gonna say that one more time. When a woman is with a man that she feels safe, secure, validated, beautiful, sexy, she feel like a little girl around that man. When she feel alive, because that's the feeling women want. They want to feel alive when they around a man, dog. When a woman achieves that feeling with a particular man, and he's consistent with this over a period of time, a woman to get to a level in her psyche, in her spirit, within her body, emotionally, where it pleases her to please you. Period. It pleases her to please you. Do I have to go any further on that? Y'all comprehend what I'm saying? Capiche? Comprende? Plato so plomo. Do you get me? You seem like you got something to prove with. No, nigga, you got something to prove with women. I just told you the payout. If you don't like it, go date a man. What's the payout of a woman fucking with you? What's the payout? You don't want to marry the girl. You barely want to be in a relationship with the girl. You don't want to connect with the woman. All you want is pussy. What's the payout for a bitch fucking with you? What's the payout? Because you that nigga? Nigga, please. If you was that nigga, you'll be laying pipe right now to a bitch. You'll be pimping on her mind right now, nigga. Miss me with that. You in my chat room, nigga, trying to challenge me, nigga. You'll be pimping on a woman's mind right now. You talking about you the ism? That's what the fuck you'll be doing right now, nigga. You watching me in my glory. What's your story, motherfucker? I got all day. I got time today, nigga. What's up? I could drop the link. You want the link? You want the link? If you was that nigga, you'll be pimping on her mind right now. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. What's the payout? You tell me the payout of a bitch fucking with you. It ain't no payout. She wasting her time. She wasting her time. And the problem is, you niggas really don't want to be honest and come online and say, look, I just want to be validated by women. And when I say validated, you want a woman to put the crown on your head. You know what I'm saying? But you got to do the work first. You got to make your investments, man. You niggas want to make a bunch of withdrawals and ain't deposit no money in the bank. But you want to go to the bank every time you want to withdraw 200, withdraw 300, withdraw 400. Nigga, please, man. What's the payout? Man, don't come over here with that shit, nigga. For real, man. You fucking with the right one. What's the payout? Come on, man. There is a payout. Now, you don't have to want it. You don't have to want it. I'm not getting on you, bro, but I'm using you as an example for any other nigga that's watching. Bro, stop talking like that. I don't even like that whole realm of things. Well, what do women bring to the table? Look, if you don't like what women bring to the table, stop dealing with women. You know what women bring to the table. That's a stupid, rhetorical, tacky, cheap question. What do you want from a woman? You got to ask yourself that. Whatever you want from a woman, you got to deposit that in her. You got to put her in a position where you can get that. If you want nothing but sex from a woman, okay, be honest with a woman. Hey, how you doing? My name is John Smith. I want to fuck you from behind. Whatever it is you niggas say. If you want affection from a woman, you get that. You want companionship. You want to get real nasty, trifling, and naughty with a woman. Yo, man, you got to find the right woman. What do you want her to bring to the table? You want a wife? You got to create that. You got to curate that vibe. You want a mother for your kids? I don't know. What do you niggas even want? What do y'all want from a woman? Stop saying that stupid shit like, what do women bring to the... No, this other crazy shit, man. What do y'all want, man? Y'all haven't made it clear to me what y'all want because y'all everywhere. And y'all gonna push the field goal post in and out at his convenience. Niggas like, I want youth and beauty. Well, go to a college and mac on some women, man. I don't see y'all doing that. You rather argue with me. The women, why do y'all argue with me? Argue with the women. I can't stand when niggas say that, man. I don't even like when women say what men bring. Women know what men bring to the table. They just got to find the right man. You can have what you want. You just may have to look a little harder. Nigga, Smokey Robinson said in the 60s, nigga, you got to shop around. I figured they was dancing like this back in the day and shit. Shop around. You know what I mean? Smokey Robinson said you got to shop around. This was back in the 60s. You got to shop around a little bit. You want big crab legs, the jumbo shit? You got to shop around the different grocery stores, man. I'm just being honest. You're not going to find them at Food Line all the time. You got to shop around. So my thing is this, Jones. If you don't like what women have to offer, I'm not talking about you. I'm just speaking about just anybody. If y'all don't like what women bring to the table, don't deal with them. In some experiences, I've had women bring the fucking table to the table. In some experiences, I've had women bring a pack of ramen noodles. It all depends on what you want a woman for. You got to have a plan. If you run a business, okay, all of a sudden you got a lady, she can be your executive assistant. By default, she gonna be that. If you run a business and you're an entrepreneur, you're in a relationship, she running a business too. She a part of your business. This is what it is. You may want a good business partner, or not partner, but a good women that could assist you with your business. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a family man, then you might want to find a woman that's really good with kids and families and whatever the case is, man. You know, if you active in the community, you find you a woman that's into service. If you went to church, you find a woman that believe in God. I mean, that's what they bring to the table, what you want them to. It's going to be different for every woman. Some niggas don't care about certain things. They just want a woman to be nasty all day. You find you a nasty fucking woman. I just don't understand when people say that. I mean, what do you want them to bring to the table, dog? Every man don't want the same thing. Let me just say that either. Like for me, I don't care about certain things from women. I don't. I got another set of needs that got to be met. So for me, I like a real affectionate woman. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. I like a very affectionate woman that, you know, we can create a vibe and just kick it, and she can be in a nook. I like that type of woman. So I know I got to shop around, like my nigga Smokey Robinson say. All women ain't gonna do that. All women don't like to do that, and I know. So I got a particular set of needs that I need met. If I don't get it from that woman, I'm gonna get it from the next woman. I don't give a fuck. But those are my needs. You know what I'm saying? I like a woman that's gonna sit right up here in the nook when I want her to, right up there in the nook. I like that. I like that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I like a woman that can sit there and listen to me read to her. I might be writing some notes, or I might be, you know what I mean, writing my next book, and I might want to read a few chapters. I like when a woman put her glasses on and she just all in the nook, just listening to me read to her. I like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest, man. But that's my set of needs, man. That's not your set of needs. You might wake up and say, you know what? Skip the coffee. I just want my dick sucked and I'm on my way. That's your set of needs, man. You got to know yourself. And just for the life of me, we just put this, you know, extreme amount of time talking about the women, and a lot of dudes don't know themselves. I know myself enough to say what I want because I know what I like. You know what I'm saying? I know what I like. You dig? I like to look up and look a woman in her eyes, and then I get that twinkle in her eyes, and you know, I mean, we catch that vibe that only we can catch. It could be 1,000 people in the room, but me and her caught that vibe, and I seen that twinkle. She know what that twinkle mean. I mean, fuck everybody else. We vibing. You dig? Fuck everybody else. We vibing. I mean, I might just go over there and put my tongue down her fucking throat because that's who I am. If I catch the twinkle in the girl's eyes, facts. I don't care where I'm at, nigga. I could be at a presidential inauguration. If I catch that twinkle in my girl's eyes, I might just slap my tongue down her fucking throat. It is what it is. I don't give a damn. That's who the fuck I am, nigga. So I'm not gonna be every woman's type. I might be too touchy-feely around certain women. Certain women I may not. It depends on the woman, but I know what I like. I got a particular set of needs that I need to be met. That need to be met. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Dog, I'm past you, dog. Like we Gucci, we here. You know what I mean? I just had to address that because is this a mentality that I can't get with? I'm trying to get guys out of this mentality of thinking like women, so to speak. And it's I can only go off my life. It's my experience. It's dog. Let me calm down. It's not going to be all women. You're going to have your disappointments in the game. That's clear, right? But what I'm saying is this, Jones. At the end of the day, man, with women, with a balanced woman, with an exceptional woman, if you put your game down tight, if you make your deposits, you know what I mean? If you do what you got to do consistently, man, the girl going to crown you, man, at some point. You know what I mean? The problem is a lot of dudes doing a piss poor job at, you know, essentially creating an environment where a woman can flourish because they still got something to prove to women. Like for me, I mean, I'm a teacher, man. I you know, it's like I got foresight. I got patience with women and shit. So, you know, I just give women space to evolve. You know what I mean? I just focus on my leadership. You know what I mean? I just focus on me doing what I got to do. I just focus on solving problems and situating shit. And you know what I mean? Eventually, the woman will get on board, man. Like time has showed me, the girl will catch up to you, man. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. You constantly got to be working on her mind. You constantly got to be working on her, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. And she got to feel good with you. She's not going to be receptive to nothing you got to say if she don't feel good with you. She might feel so-so. She might feel, all right. You got to learn how to make a woman feel good, man. About herself. Really, it comes down to that. You got to make her feel good about herself. And in return, you know what I mean, you'll have some gifts coming to you. That's what I realized, man. That's what I realized, man. You got to chill. I mean, you got to chill. I call it giving a woman an experience. You know what I'm saying? A woman, you should be so much of a man that a woman got to experience you. You know? And that's even before you get to the sex. Just your personality was just a lot. Like, she just enthused with it. She liked the word. She hanging on to every word that come out your mouth. Like, these things do exist, man. They do exist. So, all right, let's move on from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes got to stop dating like women, man. At the end of the day, I don't know what else to tell niggas. Like, dog, you know, this shit, this is what it is. You know, you're never going to take the position of a woman. You know, just not. Just not. You're a man. And that's really the ultimate payout, being a man. To me, I can stop right there. The ultimate payout is just you looking in the mirror and saying, I'm a hell of a man. My payout sometimes with women be when they just call me a hell of a man. And they recognize the good in me. Sometimes that's my only payout. The pussy, I ain't tripping on no pussy. I ain't get that. That's taking candy from a baby. You know what I'm saying? That's taking candy from a baby. My thing is this. Sometimes my only payout is a woman just telling me, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I see who you are. Like, you a hell of a nigga. So anyway, back to the story. I'm glad somebody reminded me. If y'all want to donate to the channel, hit me up on Cash App. $BaltimoreBoogie. $BaltimoreBoogie. So anyway, I had a therapist a while back, right? And she was cool. She was a really, really beautiful woman, man. She was a little bigger. She had like the Jill Scott thing going on, but she was really, really beautiful, man. And you know, she worked for the VA or whatever, and I had to see her a couple times a week. And you know, she was married to this African dude or whatever. And every now and then we would go off script when I would go see her. We would just talk about life or whatever. It wasn't very formal with us. I'm not a real formal guy, but we would just go off script. And that was just a couple times, man, that I noticed she really wasn't feeling her husband like that. And her husband was a real hard worker, dude. You know what I mean? African nigga. You know them niggas be having 35 jobs and shit. He gonna get it. He wasn't formally educated, but he made it happen. And they had a kid together. But I can tell that when she talked, she didn't even have a picture in her office of her husband. She had a picture of her and her daughter. And that said it all. That said it all. That said everything. That spoke volumes, to be honest. That spoke volumes. But I noticed when she talked about this one lawyer guy that she went to school with, her face fucking lit up. I think she said he was an attorney, he was a lawyer or some shit. But her face lit the fuck up, man. And I said, I know. You ain't that woman you say you is. And but yeah, she really was digging on that dude, man. I can tell. I can tell. And I believe that in a situation like that, if the opportunity presented itself, she would leave her husband for the lawyer guy. You know what I'm saying? She would. She would leave her husband for the lawyer guy. And it is what it is, you know. I forgot why I had a point to tell this story. I got sidetracked. I forgot why I even told this story. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. So just from what I gathered from the story, you know, what I gathered from the story though was, her husband didn't make her really feel good though. Her husband didn't make her feel good. And yes, he was a hard worker. Yes, man, he provided. She made money too. She was a licensed therapist. She had education. She made her own money. So it wasn't like she's a professional, educated woman. But at the end of the day, what I heard, and she didn't directly say it, but I picked up on the signs that she ain't getting that feeling from her husband. I can tell she was getting a little disgusted with this dude too, for whatever reason. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, she was just getting disgusted with her husband or whatever. But with the lawyer guy, I could tell that she would, yeah. Um, and a lot of women understand that that's dangerous, man. I'm gonna be honest, like a lot of women stay away from the guy that got their number because they know they ain't gonna be able to control themselves. With the lawyer guy, she might be spread eagle on his bed doing the wildest shit because he just bring that out of her or whatever. So some women they'll just stay away from that. Like, you know what? This nigga may have too much leverage over me. And that's what the dating game comes down to a lot of times, man. Who got the most leverage? That's a dirty part of the game or whatever. But it's like that with women, man. I be trying to tell niggas, women don't even like most men. Women don't even like most men in society, man. I've had plenty of women tell me, like, yeah, I just don't even like most men. You know what I'm saying? They can find a man attractive, but don't mean that they like him. As far as being moved by that man. 25 guys can talk to a woman in one day. A good looking woman, 25 guys can try to talk to women in one day between real life and social media. It might be two guys that woman pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. It might be two guys that she'll pay attention to because they made the girl feel good. Made her feel some type of way. They made her feel alive. You know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, attraction has something to do with it. You know what I mean? Your words, who you are as a man. It's just a combination of things. It's a combination of things. Chemistry is very important. You know what I mean? I don't have the exact math on it, but it's a number of things, man. It's just a number of things and shit. How y'all vibe and shit. At the end of the day, how y'all vibe and shit. That's why my thing with self-improvement, for men and women, really, but for a man to just be the best he can be. And don't be having yourself in these crazy situations or whatever, where a woman is just settling for you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. Be the best you can be. That way you can maintain the high ground. Me personally, I don't give a fuck if you high value, middle value, or low value, nigga. You still a man. At the end of the day, when it comes, you still a man, bro. And you treat people with respect and dignity, and you know what I mean. And you're a righteous dude. There's no reason to be getting treated like a second class citizen based off of your zip code or how much money you make. You know what I'm saying? If you're a low value nigga at that time, so what? You might have a down season. You might have got laid off. You know what I'm saying? You might have to sell a few pieces of your jewelry or whatever. We all go through adversity. It don't mean you should be treated less than a man. Some of that shit is whack. Some of that shit is whack. You know what I'm saying? You still a man, dog. You a man in a Honda Accord. The same nigga you would be in a Rolls Royce. You ain't conducting yourself nothing less. I know money gives us confidence and things. I understand the science of that too. But look, nigga, what you gonna do in your down seasons? Never use nothing as a crutch, dog. You still got to stand on something, man. Your principles, your values, man. Your relationship with God and shit. At the end of the day, that's what's going to keep a man feeling good. You know what I'm saying? If you leaning too much on your outfit, what you going to do when you spill goddamn Kool-Aid on your fucking outfit or whatever? You know what I mean? Can you still have the same smile on your face? I mean, come on, man. What you going to do when you gain 30 pounds or whatever? What you going to do when you gain 30 pounds? Can you still be that same man? I haven't worked out in over a year, man. I don't really like the way my body look, but fuck it, I'm still a man. I ain't been this skinny since a long time. I'm still a man, motherfucker. I'm used to walking around at a certain weight. Period. That's how I walk around. My walk around weight. But it is what it is. I'm still a man. I'ma still look you in the eyes. I'ma still walk up in that room as Boogie. And I'll fix myself later. That's it, man. It comes down to just being a man, dog. That's all it ever was. The right woman rock with you, man. And the problem is, so many dudes, man, be worried about every woman in society. That's very odd to a nigga like me. That's very odd to me, bruh. Too many dudes be worried about every fucking woman in society. Man, if I was to worry about that, nigga, I would jump off a bridge, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you need to be worried about your woman. That's it. You need to be worried about your girl, man. There's going to be women out there that think you got a humongous dick. There's going to be women that think you got a small dick. Fuck what they think. You find you a woman that's satisfied with you, man. It's women that's going to think you handsome. It's women that's going to think you ugly, dog. Depending on what's going on in her mind. You know what I'm saying? There's some women that's going to think you so smart. You're going to get around other women that's going to think you dumb. That's the way life goes, motherfucker. Come on, Jones. This shit ain't about nothing, man. That's how it is, dog. What the fuck you gonna do about it? There's gonna be some women that think you can lay down good pipe. There's some women that they don't even want to touch your dick because they think it's trash. I don't give a fuck what a woman say. For every woman that don't like me, is 3 women that love me. I don't give a fuck. For every woman I've chose, is 2 women hearts I had to break. That's life, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's just life, man. You know what I mean? Like, we got to live it. But niggas be worried about every woman in society, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that, man. That's an insurmountable task to please every woman, man. You worry about your lady. You worry about the woman you got influence over, man. You worried about the woman that you can deal with, man. Why you worried about every other woman and shit? The reality is most women in society not going to like you. But there's a pocket of women that will. And you work from that, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, man, some men are going to have more success than others. And that's just an experience thing. That's just an experience thing, man. You know what I mean? Some men have figured out how to make women feel good. And women like to be around men that make them feel good. Women like to be around men that like women. I can't stress that enough. I cannot stress that shit enough, man. Men like, excuse me, women like to be around men that like women. If a woman can sense the fact that you one of the misogynistic niggas, them hardcore red pill ass niggas, like the hardcore red pill niggas. If you got some type of disdain for the female race, I mean not race, the female gender. I said female race. I'm bugging this morning. Like that shit ain't gonna cut it. Like women gonna avoid you at all costs, nigga. I'm just being honest, man. They gonna avoid the fuck out you, man. Like the plague, nigga. Women like to be around men that like women. They enjoy being around them. They can catch a vibe. They can have fun. It ain't even all about the sex. It's just chilling. But if you one of them niggas that a woman get around and she like biting her fingernail, like, damn, this nigga, look at this shit you niggas be saying. Talking about keeping women as sex slaves and all of that stupid shit. I heard it all from you niggas, man. Just being honest, nigga, you scaring the women off, man. You around women, you ice grilling them, don't know how to talk to them. That's crazy. You ain't got to be Casanova, man, but you got to know how to set a good vibe, man. Women got to like being around you. I can't stress that enough, man. Like, some of you niggas hate women, man, and y'all just don't want to just admit it. Whether you admit it or not, you know what I'm saying? Whether you fucking admit it or not, women pick up on that shit. The same way you could be around a certain woman that you know she just hate men, and it be the subtleties. They may not outright come out and say, yeah, I hate men or whatever. It be the subtleties, man. You know what I'm saying? It do. Constantly busting somebody chops. Always giving somebody a hard time. It be the subtle shit. You know what I'm saying? I know a woman that just hate men. I can feel it like that. This bitch is crazy. Why would I want to be alone with that woman? Or why would I want to go to a party with that woman? You did? Like, fuck that. And a lot of you niggas, man, just will not accept people the way they are. Like, if people don't meet your standards in your mind, you know, all of a sudden, they not it. They not good people. They not human no more. It don't work like that. You ain't everything to everybody else, man. But people still accept you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you got to share your bed with somebody, but damn, you ain't got to be mean to them either. You know what I'm saying? You know? I'm not a supporter of the LGBTQI community, but I don't hate these people. I used to have a gay fucking roommate when I was in the military. It was a gay white dude, no homo. I didn't ask to be changed out rooms. I didn't ask for them to move me. Me and the nigga Will got along, man. He be over there watching Friends. I'll wake up every day and blast some Master P. It is what it is. Fuck it. He'll be watching Friends. I'll be bumping Master P. And we had an understanding. I won't bring no women in here as long as you don't bring no men in here. We got along great. You know what I'm saying? I accepted the nigga for who he was. He liked sucking dick. It was what it was. Shit. You know, I'm just being honest, man. The nigga like sucking dick. That's his twist. That's his thing, man. I didn't ask my platoon sergeant to get me a new roommate or nothing like that. Kind of find out, man, the nigga was cool. You chop it up every now and then. He'll go to the cafeteria. He'll go to the DFAC. Like, yo, grab me a plate. Sometime I go to the DFAC. I'll grab him a plate. It was what it was. Everybody knew the nigga Will was gay as fuck, man. White dude. The nigga was gay. He was happy gay, man. But the point was, you know, sometimes you just gotta accept people, man. Don't mean you gotta share bids with them. You gotta accept people, man. Who the fuck are you to decide how somebody should live their life, man? If you really cared, you'll be a good influence and a good example. You're not gonna beat nobody into submission. You got to be the beacon of light that people just want to follow your lead. Like, you know what? I want to be like that motherfucker. How about that? Now, that's where the real hard work comes in. Well, you got to set a real example where people want to really be like you and emulate you. But the problem is a lot of dudes think they just want to just put people in a stranglehold. It don't work like that. You don't know why people are the way they are. No, you don't. No, you don't. You can't even attempt to think about it. No, you don't. You don't know why people live the way they live. And until you get to know them, man, you can't just cast aspersions on people like that. I ain't gonna lie, Portia. Them omelets and the DFAT. I almost smacked my mama one time, fucking around with these omelets in the morning, man. I used to get the omelet joint, right? There's no cap. Every morning, I would get a big ass omelet with cheese, tomatoes, peppers. It was cheese, tomatoes, peppers. I want to say light mushrooms, maybe sometimes. But definitely cheese, tomatoes, peppers. It might have been one more thing. I'm losing it right now, right? And I used to get them to whip up my omelet, son. I would pour the salsa on top of that shit. This shit is this shit. Right? This was every morning, son. Yo, this is real talk. Let me tell you. I would go every morning to the DFAT. This when a nigga really was working out, so I probably was like 20 pounds heavier. So I had to eat a big boy breakfast every morning. Right after PT. You know how the PT, you come in there right after PT. You dirty, you hungry. I would get the omelet shit with the cheese, tomatoes, and peppers. Oh, shit. Son, I would get a bowl of grits. Let me tell you. And the way they put the butter on the grits, boom. They would put a light little speckle. Y'all don't know about the speckles. They wouldn't even put a spoon. They would put a speckle of butter and let that shit melt and caramelize and seep into the grit bowl. I would chop up that motherfucking omelet, toss it on top of the bowl of grits, and I would eat it like a bowl of fucking soup. Son, every morning. And then I would get 2 biscuits and gravy. Oh my God. I would get 2 biscuits and gravy with this shit, son. And I would get a big ass thing of water and orange juice. My nigga, this was every fucking morning. Every morning, son. Or sometimes I would just get them to scramble my eggs and I would put the peppers on it. That was good too. And I would still get that bowl of grits. I miss this shit so much, man. Y'all got me fucking hungry right now. I never had it good like that since. It's something about that DFAC, man. You know, something about that DFAC food, man. The military cooks, man, they put a little bit of love in it. This shit was so ill every morning. You know how much weight that, yo, if you a workout nigga, man, you got to get some military food, man. That should put some weight on your ass, dog. No cap. I would get a gallon of water every day to take to work. Right before I go to formation, I would get a gallon of water. This was every day. And I would get 3 donuts. And I would eat that every day for breakfast. And then I would have a big boy. Like I had to put weight on me, man. I had to get them calories. I was working out so much. I needed them calories, man. But she said that omelet, I almost threw my computer. Like, yo, don't even bring up the omelet days. They don't know about them omelet days. Like the omelet days is synonymous with the ecstasy days, because think about it. There's a correlation there. Y'all know what I mean. The omelet days was synonymous with the ecstasy days. But here's the point, though. That shit was good. Every morning, son. That shit put a smile on my face, man. No cap. We got to salute the cooks. We got to salute the cooks, bro. I love it. I remember when I was at E4, I used to go to the DFAC, man, and this little short girl, you know, short girls got the worst fucking attitudes, man. They like a real pit bull. They got a real Napoleon thing going on. And this little short girl used to give me an attitude every day. I was like, yo, shorty, ain't my fault you a cook, man. You got a low ASVAB score. Like, sorry. You know what I mean? Like, you got a low ASVAB score. Sorry you're a cook. But make my food and shut up. But she would give me an attitude every morning. And I remember after I went to the board and I made my E5, you know a nigga had to strut big Sergeant Coates? Nigga, I went from an E1. I went from an E1 or E2. I lost my rank again to an E5 in like 2 years. I had lost my rank like 3 times. I had to get it all back. Bro. And I went to the board. I went to WLC first. Then I went to the board. And I made cutoff. And I seen my name on that list. Man, I damn near cried, man. Y'all don't understand. I almost got kicked out the military twice, man. Like, I was on my way out of that, man. Like, if we wasn't in the wartime, I would have been out of that. They wouldn't have tolerated me. You got to understand. Like, I seen my name on that list, man. I was so happy. Man. When I seen my name on that E5 list, man, I damn near cried. I didn't cry, but I was so proud of myself. I never been more proud of myself in my life, man. Because y'all don't know where I came from, man. I got in a lot of trouble in the military. A lot of that shit affect me to this day. Just a young knucklehead. And I had to get it together. And when I made that E5, man, I came to work strutting. Because everybody check the list every month. Like, everybody checks the list. So people know. And then it comes up. Your command knows you made the list. They know because it comes down every morning. And they knew I made sergeant. A nigga had to strut. You know how many niggas hated on me? Niggas was already hating on me anyway. I'm used to that shit, man. I'm used to that life. But that day, nigga, I strutted. Bow! I stepped up and worked like Dolomite. Nigga, I came to work on my ACUs and some motherfucking stilettos with some fishes in them and shit. Like, I strutted in that bitch like Dolomite, nigga. What, nigga? Big Sarge, nigga. I made them niggas call me Sergeant that day. Big Sarge. What? Big Sergeant, nigga. Big young buck Sergeant. I was Big Sarge that day, nigga. What? That was the proudest moment I had in my life, man, that I made E5. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I came a long way. Man. I did, man. So they tried to kick me out a couple of times. I had to get a lawyer. I've been through a lot of shit. And I learned my lessons, man. I did. But that day I was Big Sarge, man. And they do the promotional ceremonies at the beginning of the month, I think. Because the list comes out at the end of the month. I'm talking about the Army, like the NCO list, if you made cutoff with your points. And I think cutoff, y'all don't understand. Cutoff for me was 680. You know how hard that is? Let me break this down for y'all. Let me get up off here in a minute. Man, y'all hit the Cash App, man. Y'all want to donate to your boy, man. I made cutoff. Cutoff for me was 680. You got to understand, was 680. The highest, I think, was 720 or something. This is a long time ago. I think the highest was like 720 for cutoff. You need a certain amount of points to make sergeant and staff sergeant. You need a certain amount of points. I think the highest was like 720 or 760. I don't know. My cutoff was 680 something. Meaning I had to have a degree, which I did. I had to have a degree. I had to have a high PT score. I had to have a high score at the range. I had to have a lot of awards. This is how they come up with your points. You know what I mean? Like, you had to have your shit in order. To make 680, was rough, man. Because usually people make E5 when the point system go down every few times a year or whatever. They go down. It might drop down to 600. I made that shit at 680. Like that's the highest it could go for my MOS. So it was rough, man. And when I realized how many points I had, because I did have the education and my military education off. Yeah, 798. I'm bugging. Okay, 798 is the highest for points. My cutoff was 680. You know what I'm saying? I think it was like at the time it was like 680. So you had to have a lot, man. You had to have a lot. You dig? But I made that shit at 680 something. My name came down on that list. Bitch, I strutted to work. Bah! 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 Big Sarge, nigga, what? So anyway, back to the girl at the DFAC. Little cook. She gave me a hard time every day, probably for like a year, making my food. And she was just upset that the cooks go through hell. I'll be honest, man, the cooks go through a lot of shit. Because they cooks, man. I'm sorry. You got a low ASVAB score. I'm sorry, man. You're a cook. So she had a really bad, nasty, trifling ass attitude. I didn't even pay her no mind because I was so lit when I was in Louisiana. I was so lit. I don't give a fuck. I was a real name brand nigga. I didn't care about the girl. I'm like, whatever, man. Make my omelet, man, before I tell your command. So anyway, boom. Excuse me. When I stepped up in that bitch, I had that E5 on my chest. And this girl probably was like 5'2", 5'1", 5'2". And she was so used to seeing me as an E4. And then she looked up. She was like, oh. She said, when you make rank? I just looked at her. She jumped right on my dick, son. And that's another part of the game I don't talk about, nigga. Like, women like to see a nigga advance and do that thing, too. Because when I was a piss-poor ass soldier, that was one thing. But when I started competing for Soldier of the Year and all of that, going to all of these boards, and, man, the pussy came out the woodworks. That's another conversation. But, man, she looked up, like, yo, like, when you make rank? And I just looked at her, son. If looks can kill, bang, that would have been a headshot. I just looked at her. Big Sarge. And I could have made her call me Sergeant, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I could have flexed on her because my man, one of my niggas, was an NCO. And he was a cook too. And he was in the back laughing like, you know what I mean? So we caught eye contact. And I was like, what up, Big Sarge? He was like, what up, Big Sarge? That shit warmed my heart that day, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is Snapple top facts, people. I don't make this stuff up. When I seen my man, it was this nigga from Virginia. We was pretty cool, but we started fucking with each other toward the end over some money. The nigga had owed me like $300. And I was about to pistol whip this nigga, man, because he kept playing with my money and shit. I had to bail the nigga out of jail, and the nigga never paid me back. And then he hit me with the nigga shit. I had to pay $350 to bail this nigga out of jail on some dumb shit, and I did. He like, yo, man, I'm gonna give you the money when I get paid. I'm like, bet. Then he hit me with the nigga shit. Well, he like, well, what if I give you 100 out of this paycheck, 100 out of this? I'm like, bruh, did I give that Bell's bomb in 100 out of this paycheck, 100? Typical nigga shit, man. And then the nigga went ghost on me. And when I seen that nigga at the traffic light, I said, yo, pull over. I spazzed on this nigga, man. Man, he finally gave my money back. He was short. He gave me like $280. I was like, whatever, man. I was done with that nigga after that. Completely done with that nigga. And that's how niggas will get you, bro. You bail a nigga out of jail, $350, which was a little bit of money, but it's the principle. I ain't know the nigga like that, but we was cool enough. We used to hang and bang or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then he comes up short, and then the nigga ghosted me and shit. Wasn't answering my texts. I'm like, bro, you gonna fuck up a good relationship over $300-something, bro? That you had to get bailed out of jail? Typical nigga behavior. Don't want to pay shit back. You know what I'm saying? He like, yo, let me give you 100 out of this check. Let me do that. I'm like, bro, stop it, man. Pay what you owe, motherfucker. Niggas kill me, man. If you owe 300, pay 300, motherfuckers. I could have left your black ass in jail. You ain't had nobody to call. You called my phone. Where your family at, bitch ass nigga? I thought that was whack. So I stopped fucking with the nigga, man. It showed me his character. I'm like, bro, if you ain't got the money, say you ain't got the money. Say you ain't got the money. I can deal with the truth. But don't hit me with the nigga lingo, man. Let me give you 100 out of this check. And so you want to pay me back in installments. I should have left your ass in jail in installments, motherfucker. I bailed you out because I didn't want them to take your rank. I bailed you out because I didn't want you to get in trouble. I bailed you out because I thought you was a good nigga. I ain't really know the nigga like that. You dig? So anyway, I seen my man though. Like the defect was the E5. So Shorty jumped right on my dick in the defect. And my man was like in the back, but that was his little soldier, so he couldn't make it obvious. But I seen him doing some laughing shit. He was like, yo, what up, Big Sarge? Because he seen it. I was like, yo, what up, Big Sarge? That shit warmed my heart, man. Like, it's something about sergeants, man, when we see each other. It's just like, yo, what up, Sarge? What's going on, Sarge? You know what I'm saying? And you don't abuse the rank or whatever, because I got fucked over a lot when I was a soldier. So I ain't go crazy and make, people stand at parade rest and all of that shit. Even though I could have locked the girl up right there because she ain't called me Sarge. I could have spazzed on her right there, for real. And I had every right to. By the book, I could have spazzed on her. Like, come here, soldier. Who you talking to like that? Hey, get at parade rest when you talk to me. I could have spazzed on her. I could have spazzed on Shorty. Because she was talking to me like we was equals, and we not equal, according to the rank structure. No. I am your superior right now. I'm a non-commissioned officer, and you will address me as such. I could have spazzed on her by regulation. By regulation, I could have spazzed. But I ain't do it because it would have been whack. You know what I'm saying? It would have been whack. Shorty gave me a hard time for a whole year. Nasty, trifling, dirty, cheap, tacky attitude every day. Every day I order my food at the defect for a year. She gave me the most trifling fucking attitude ever. I used to hate just seeing her fucking shit. The wrestling bitch face and all of that. I'm like, Shorty, man, you need a reclass. Ain't nobody tell you to be a cook, man. Don't nobody want to be no fucking cook. Not in the military, man. You a doja. You know what I'm saying? But real talk, I could have spazzed on Shorty because she didn't address me as sergeant. But I was like, nah, I'm going to save that till later. You did. Jump right on my dick in front of everybody, too. Like, she looked like, yeah, motherfucker. Yeah. I want the same thing I had yesterday, but it's Big Sarge. It's Big Sarge today, Shorty. I could have spazzed. Kind of think about it. I used to be so petty as a young nigga. I'm surprised I didn't do it. I'm really surprised that I didn't do it. More than I'm surprised that I'm surprised that I didn't spaz on him. Like, yo, hold on. Like, come here, soldier. Hey, get at parade rest. Who you talking to like that? Next time you see me, you will address me as Sergeant Coates. Hey, I don't need to hear no explanation, just north and south. Boy, I used to get on my soldiers' ass when they fuck up. All them explanations, no, north and south. I used to ride their ass. Pause. I could have spazzed on it right there, like, stop, save your explanation. North and south. You will acknowledge what I'm saying. North and south, there you go. I need to see that from you. North and south. I used to be hell, son. Like, I had a couple soldiers that was downright retarded, man. I used to have to get on their ass, man. They was downright fucking buffoons. Like, literally, on paper, probably retarded. I used to spaz on them. When they used to just irritate me to the point I couldn't take it no more, like north and south. That's when they knew I wasn't playing. I don't even want to hear what you got to say. Just acknowledge what the fuck I'm saying. North and south. That means yes, motherfucker. You don't even tell me no. It's going to be all yeses. North and south. There you go. And you better be at parade rest. You better be at parade rest when you're talking to me. Facts. I ain't gonna lie, man. I kind of miss that shit, man, because I used to be like bugging out with some of this shit. For real. You better be at parade. I remember one day, man, I don't know what the fuck happened or what the fuck one of my soldiers did, and I came to work, man. I had the day off, man. Y'all don't know about them days off when they call you in because your soldiers fuck up. I had the day off, man. I had to come in and deal with this shit. First sergeant called my phone. Man, I came, nigga, what? I fucking lost my cool that day. I seen the motherfuckers in the motor pool. They seen me coming. Boy, I was walking with a purpose. And they tried to come up to me. I lost it. Y'all stay right there. Get at parade rest, like bugging out. Y'all stay right there. You stay there. You stay at parade rest till I get back, till I get tired. Man, I lost my fucking cool. I'm talking spazzed on these motherfuckers, man. Y'all called me on my day off because this nigga did some stupid shit and I got in trouble. Oh, I'm going to scuff you up. I had them niggas in a hot Louisiana sun at parade rest for about 30 minutes. Facts. Mosquitoes biting the fuck out there. You know them Louisiana mosquitoes biting the fuck out their ass. I had them motherfuckers in that hot sun about 30 minutes, man. And y'all gonna stay there till I get back, till I get tired. You know what I mean? The funny part, you be laughing on the inside. Like, I don't even take myself serious, man. But you gotta just do it. Fuck them. You know what I mean? I was a little pissed, but you ain't never that mad where you just want to bug out. But you got to play the position. You got to play the role. It's like a drill sergeant. You don't take it serious, but you got to do it. Boy, I was walking swift through that motor pool. I seen them motherfuckers try to come up and talk to me. I ain't even let them get close to me. Y'all stay right there at parade rest. And they stood right there, shit, with their arms behind their back. Like, yeah, you fucking would. I was pissed. I had to get up out my bed on my day off to come deal with y'all motherfuckers, man. And I just let them have it. I lit into in front of everybody. Everybody was just watching like, damn, who pissed him off? Y'all stay right there. You better not move. And they stayed there till I got tired. I came back out, I had some water in my hand. It was hot as fuck outside. I had some water in my hand, just drinking that shit. All right, what the fuck we learned today? Don't ever let me get a phone call on my day off. All right. Y'all get out of here, go do some work. I'm going home. Oh, yo, Sean Coates was a trip, man. That was the good days, man. Sean Coates was a fucking bastard, man. But I came from under a certain cloth, though, because my NCOs was so hard on me, man. I came under a certain cloth, so it was what it was. I did what I was taught. I didn't abuse it, but when it was time to turn up, I had to turn up, man. I had to turn up. And I was only like 21, so I ain't know no better. I was 21, 22 years old, man. I mean, I was about 22 when I made sergeant. 22-year-old sergeant, man, that's too young, man. I'm sorry. You ain't got the maturity yet, man. That's young as hell, man. When I think about it now, at 34, that's too young, man. That's too young, man. That's too young, man. I had to deal with a lot. I had to take care of my soldiers. I had to take care of their families. You know what I'm saying? I had to build rapport with their wives. Like, no bullshit, man. I didn't know nothing about life for real, man. I was trying to get my life together. I had to learn a lot about leadership very quickly on the job. I made my mistakes. And my motto was this, though. This was my motto. I used to tell my soldiers this. Y'all tell me the truth, and we'll lie to them. I'm talking about to everybody else, to the command, first sergeant, platoon sergeant. Tell me the truth, and we'll lie to them. Once you lie to me, I'm going to get you. I'm going to scuff you up. You better not lie to me. And they will lie anyway, because that's human nature. They're going to lie anyway. Not all the time, but they did. And I knew when they was lying. I knew everything. You know what I'm saying? I knew everything. But yeah, real nigga shit. That was my motto. Tell me the truth, and we'll lie to them. I take that same thing in relationships, man. I'm big on loyalty. I'm big on loyalty. Let me give y'all some advice before I leave. Let me give you some real nigga advice, right? Don't don't listen to the next person about your partner. Especially niggas. I gotta be honest. I don't listen to no niggas about women I deal with. Unless I really know you, and you got a good credit history with me, I don't really listen to you. Because niggas got so much hate in them that they'll sabotage your shit. Like a lot of y'all women need to go and listen to a lot of women need to listen, and a lot of niggas need to listen. Other women to sabotage your relationship with your man because you happy and she not. You know what I'm saying? Niggas to sabotage your relationship with your girl. But y'all may have an understanding that don't nobody know. So a woman can have a husband. Yeah, he might have been a piece of shit to his last wife. I don't know. But he did the work to fix it. But it's not your friend's business to tell you about. I mean, she can give her input if you ask, but I've noticed a lot of people be on some hating shit. And my experiences with niggas are that niggas don't even keep it real about shit. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas do a lot of third party shit. Yeah, man, I seen your girl in the club doing that. And he ain't really seen her. He heard through somebody. I've been through that so many times that I'm over that, man. Like I gotta find out on my own. And that's fucked up to be like that. I don't know. But that's me. I gotta find out on my own. Another nigga, unless I really trust you. There's a few niggas I do that I take their word for, that I really rock with. And they word means something. That if they tell me it's official. But like just random niggas or niggas with a bad credit report with you, or niggas got a lot of hate with them. Don't listen to these niggas, man. I'm dead serious, man. Don't listen to other niggas about your lady. I'm telling you, man. I'm giving you some square biz advice, man. Niggas are liars, man, and niggas are cappers. You know what I'm saying? If I had to, if I had to kill anybody from Black America, I would kill. He said, she said, they said. I would kill those people. Those people got to go. He said, she said, they said. You know what I'm saying? And them. You know what I mean? All of these just nebulous people. I would take them out. Those people are destroying Black people. They are destroying Black people. He said, she said, they said. They destroying Black people. I don't even know who these people are. You know? So at the end of the day, a lot of niggas, man, they'll do a lot of capping and shit. I learned this the hard way, bro. I've had niggas told me that they fucked my girl, kind of found out that they never did. And I was spaz on the girl. Didn't do my due diligence, man. I've been through a lot with niggas, man, and women. Niggas have Black men, not all. Black men have a major issue with women. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. I have to say this, man. Black men and women, it's like vinegar and oil, man. My God, man, I'm about to go in a minute. I've been through a lot of shit with niggas and women, bro. And Black men cannot stand women, man. Black men have a very low respect and a low value on women. Not pussy, but the actual woman. That's the biggest issue. Black men have a major issue with this, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I just got to be honest about it. Not all Black men. Not all. If I'm not talking about you, just keep your mouth shut. Not all Black men. But it's enough. Black men do not give a fuck about women, man. I'm just going to be, I just got to say, it is what it is. I don't give a fuck where they got it from, man. I don't, man. It's in the culture. I know it when I see it, man. Black men have a major issue with the opposite sex, man. And I'm not saying that with any kind of pride. It's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. So with that being said, niggas will do a lot of capping, man. I don't listen to a lot of niggas when it comes. Man, I've had so many niggas lie to me about this type of shit. I don't even listen no more. Even if niggas were telling the truth, I just do my due diligence now, man. I've spazzed on women believing niggas. So I've been through a lot of stuff with that, man. I have. I've been through too much with that, man. Do your due diligence, man. Keep people out your business. Keep people out your business. Do your due diligence. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't really give a fuck what people know about me because it just don't even really matter, man. And you know what you know. Who cares, man? You know what I'm saying? I mean, what you gonna do about it? Who gives a fuck? But you know, privacy is good. Keep people out your business. You know, I don't be out here seeking relationship advice from people and shit. Nah, I deal with it on my own. I don't even get relationship advice from people. I don't. I deal with it on my own. Motherfuckers be having to extract information out of me. And I'll tell people what I want to tell them, but I don't get relationship advice from people, man. I don't go get counsel on relationships. That I can handle. I get life advice from people. A lot of it. I got counsel. I get life advice. I don't get no fucking relationship advice from people. No, the fuck I don't. No, the fuck I don't. I get life advice. I need more help on life than I do with a woman. And that's just not what's top five. Because the reality is, the better man I am, the better the relationship will go. So I get life advice. I don't get no fucking relationship advice. Anyway, I'm out this joint, man. I stayed on way too long, but we had some fun. I told some stories. Let's keep the morale high. Anyway, follow me on Instagram at Dime Game Division. If y'all want to donate to the channel, you can hit me up on Cash App, $BaltimoreBoogie. Self-Improvement Summit 6.0, the Wellness Workshop in DC, November 6th. It's up. We're going to have a really good time, y'all. So if you want some information about it, hit me up. Email me or DM me, BaltimoreBoogie@gmail.com, or DM me. I'll get you the information. You know, we got about 9 days, so we ain't got that long. But the point is, it's up. It's going to be the best summit so far. I'm going to be in rare form. I got a lot to say, as you can see. I have a lot to say. I got a lot to present. I got a bunch of notes and things for my presentation. I'm going to try to skim it down because I ain't going to be talking for 4 hours. But it's going to be one of the ones, man. We're going to party afterwards. We're going to have a good time. We're going to fellowship. We're going to love on each other. We're going to respect each other. It's going to be one of them summits that people ain't going to forget. And we got some surprises up our sleeves. You got to be there to see. There's a couple surprises. So anyway, y'all be cool. I'll let y'all later, man. Love y'all. Peace.